A sugarcane plantation as far as the eye can see. This is the facade that welcomes you to Bungoma County, a region whose love affair with the cane dates back to 1978 when the Nzoia Sugar Company started its operation.
Nzoia Sugar Company was established in 1975 as a state corporation. It is 5 kilometers away on Webuye Malaba Highway. It has more than 50,000 cane farmers as outdoor growers, and it has the largest nuclear estate in this country.
Through the years of its existence, Nzoia Sugar Company has been the lifeblood of the region, providing a huge investment opportunities to farmers, being a major source of skilled and non-skilled employment, and bringing business to life across the district. While the company boasts approximately 3,600 hectares under nuclear cane, the highest held by any sugar processing farm in the country, the local community still calls the shots, currently providing 80% of the total cane crushed.
For our farmers, I want to thank them very sincerely for the support they've given the company over the years in terms of availing the raw material. We, on our part, promise that we will do our best to ensure that they get a competitive price for their product. And of course, we shall ensure that they are paid promptly.
This partnership with the local community has proved the difference between the company and many of its competitors over the past years, with the supply of cane being consistent and efficient over the past decade, even as the company raised its daily production from the inaugural 2,000 tons per day to 3,000 tons per day. With the demand for sugar in the country and the region ever growing, the company has now embarked on expansion plans which will see the daily production rise from 3,000 to 7,000 tons per day. Investment in cane development remains a top priority alongside industrial modernization, all of which are in progress.
We have been taking the factory through systematic modernization and automation of factory equipment. 3 years ago, we started the rehabilitation of our mills in collaboration with the manufacturers, that is the Fives Fleischer. We did the first rehabilitation in 2010, where 2 mills were rehabilitated successfully, and we have done the final rehabilitation of another 2 mills in 2011. Out of that rehabilitation, the factory milling efficiency has improved tremendously. We are able to get the rated capacity of 3,000 and the rated mill extraction.
The quality aspect is looked at. So we have a laboratory which is responsible for analysis. So we pick samples at every stages of the process, take them to the lab and analyze, so that will enable us to know that we are following our set targets. So this happens at every stage. Like Nzoia says, you will take the pH, for example, or the Brixes. When it comes to crystallization, you'll be looking at the purity of the materials, Brixes, and at the end of the process, you are looking at the final quality of the products. There are a number of parameters which we look at, like color, for example, the pole of the sugar, moisture content, solids, insolubles. Those are the main parameters we look at.
The company is already providing comprehensive extension services to its farmers, educating them on sustainable mixed farming and providing better cane varieties of high sucrose content.
We are going to be paying farmers based on sucrose content. That is how much sugar is in the cane. And as a matter of fact, the first pilot project, cane testing unit is being put up at Nzoia Sugar Company. So we'll be the first one in the sugar industry to use that system. Now that system means that now business will not just be as usual, because a farmer will be paid basing on the quality of the cane. So our plans are to now provide high quality or high sucrose content varieties to farmers. And currently already we have taken out one which we call cane 83 737, D8484 and CO945. So we are preparing the farmers that when this machine starts working, they should not be on the losing end. And also as a factory we require cane which has a high sucrose content, because then we'll be extracting more sugar from that, and therefore remain a going concern company.
When our business partners are happy, the company is able to mobilize resources and be able to meet its production targets. So basically ours to make sure that we provide an enabling environment by giving timely communication to our stakeholders. And when I'm talking stakeholders, I'm talking farmers who are very critical for us. We've got government agencies, we've got suppliers who supply our factory with spare parts and all that. We've got contractors who are able to who deal with the transporting cane from the field to the factory for crushing. We've got the media, we've got the surrounding community and so many others.
Having been a single-line production company since inception and faced with the need to reduce cost of doing business and enhance profitability, feasibility studies are complete to see the company diversify into a range of products, including ethanol and mineral water in the near future. And even as it braces itself for the expansion journey, the sugar processor continues to invest in its employees by improving the working conditions, enhancing accountability and transparency for efficient service delivery.
In terms of welfare services, those are retention services that we do provide for our staff. We have to ensure that they get the right remuneration. We have gone ahead and negotiated for the CBA for our unionized staff, which enhanced their terms and conditions of service. Their salary is now enhanced. Their benefits and allowances are enhanced. And I think we were the first one, if not second, in the whole Republic to have the CBA signed. For management, we have made proposals which now are at the ministry level for purposes of concurrence. And these these benefits we are proposing are enhanced, and the allowances are also enhanced so that we make our employees comfortable for purposes of enhancing their productivity, and at the end of the day, more production for this company. This company has done a lot in terms of improvement of welfare services to its staff. The company has procured buses which take staff to and from their places of work in the morning and in the evening. This has really facilitated staff to report on duty on time. It has really made them happy, and they are very productive staff of this company.
Nzoia Sugar Company has not only been an investment tool, but also a servant of the local community.
We also participate a lot in community services for purposes of enhancing CSR services. Health-wise, we have a clinic which takes care of not only staff, but it takes care of the community around. In terms of VCT service provision, in terms of TB service provision, to name but a few. We have a particular day every week, every Monday of every week, where we get the community, where we serve the community in terms of the VCT services and also TB services.
Currently, as we are talking, we have 7 bridges which have been identified. These are major bridges, and we want to thank Kenya Sugar Board, which has come in to fund the 7 bridges, alongside the 30 culvert lines that I have identified in my department, and we are working on the same. As we talk, there is a box culvert we are fixing in Milo, connecting Halumuli and the Milo sublocations, which will even shorten the distance for the farmers who will be bringing cane from Milo. We are targeting another box culvert which we shall put along Kibuke Kibabi Road, which is crossing a stream called Mayanja. This will be works done in collaboration with the CDF and Council, this Bungoma County Council.
Through a comprehensive CSR policy covering education, infrastructure, health, youth and sports, water, the environment and emergency, the company continues to make life easier for the residents, even as it reduces the cost of doing business. But the first major step into a new Nzoia sugar experience begins on the 30th of March 2012 when the company officially rebrands, unveiling a fresh packaging and affirming their commitment to the smallest of their clients. 30th March 2012 marks the beginning of a new experience on your table at every crack of dawn.
The need to rebrand is informed by the fact that there is a increased competition. We must cut on cost of production, but at the same time, we want to take advantage of the fact that in the up markets, the product will be sold whether or not these are times of depressed demand. That's why we think it's important for us to compete with the rest in those up markets.
We are extremely delighted that the reception of this brand has been very good. Wherever we have gone, customers are picking our brand from the shelves. We've also gone to the major supermarkets in Kenya. Kenyans and consumers should look out for this brand because we're going to many places. We've improved our production capacity, and we're also investing in new machines so that we improve our availability. And we hope this, with the support the consumers are giving us, we will reinvest more behind the brand.
Nzoia Sugar, sweetening Kenya since 1978.